Good morning, comic fans. Welcome back to Comics in 5 Minutes. Unless this is the first time visiting us on YouTube and you're like, oh my god, it's a new thing. Yeah, it is. It's new. We've been doing it for ages as a podcast and a live video, but on Facebook. I figured right now let's do it on YouTube and see how it plays out. Today I am going to be reviewing another one from Boom Studios. Boom, who have been putting out so many cool stuff at the moment. The Once in the Future is just like one of the best things I'm reading right now. And Something's Killing Children is apparently one of the greatest horror comics ever written. Really, really enjoyed it, if I'm honest myself. There's a slight chance that people aren't thinking they're, fleeing the market with creator-owned amazing things, but how is that a bad thing when Tom Taylor's putting out 7 Secrets? Tom Taylor, for people who don't know, mostly famous for doing the Injustice stuff for DC. He's done a few other bits and pieces, and he's a good writer, but he's never done anything which has blown my mind. He's never written something that's really gone beyond a video game tie-in, or what's the other thing he did? DC, specifically Marvel Zombies, but for DC. Don't get me wrong, he's done stuff, but nothing's really popped out at me. But Boom Studios put some faith into him, let him do his own thing, so I thought, yeah, let's go for it. And it actually has impressed me, surprisingly impressed me, considering I was reviewing Kirkman's Firepower not too long ago, which was really trying hard to do a Hong Kong action movie, but didn't do it justice. Without Sammy's artwork, it wouldn't have been much at all worth worrying about. But this one starts in a way better state. You've got like a secret shadowy society attacking some other secret shadowy society to uncover the 7 secrets, which have the power to completely rewrite the world, apparently. Like, really big stuff going on here, but they don't really get into too much detail on that. And that's one thing I want to say straight away that I really like about it. There's kind of like a bit of blurb that you get about this comic book, about what's going on. Issue 1 doesn't just deal with that. To be honest, it doesn't entirely deal with all of it. It does its own thing. It isn't just, here is issue 1 of a comic book. We will explain everything that's going on in here because we want you to buy it. Here's everything that's going to go on. Now you've read it. Wasn't that what we said it was going to be? Brilliant. Come back for issue 2. It gets you wanting to buy issue 2 because it's just a great comic book. It's really well written. There's some absolutely excellent little tricks in here, with a third-person narration describing what's going on. Who was actually the main character, who, unless there's some secret stuff going on here, which, let's face it, 7 secrets could be, that I'm not aware of, we don't see at all. He is literally just a voiceover. The closest you get is a shot of his pregnant mum being quite embarrassed about the fact that she's pregnant, with a line of like, somebody asks her, are you sure? It's like, I'm growing a person inside me. That's not the kind of thing you can hide. And then there's just a little box out text with an arrow pointing to her belly saying, me. That's it. It's brilliant. Lovely little thing. There's also some great writing of dialogue between characters. These people feel well-rounded already. You don't really need too much background in terms of like who they are or why they're doing what they're doing. You can work it out just based on how they act and how they talk to each other, what their relationship is with the characters and the world, is just enough. You don't need too much extra additional text on there. In fact, what you get is the guy describing his father, saying he doesn't know that much about him himself, and it's all come out like later on what actually happened. And I think that's brilliant because that's how it's written. It's, in a weird way, it's almost like unnecessary to write it, but I'm glad he did, because it gives you a sense that the characters in the world are discovering the story at the same rate that the reader's discovering the story. It's all coming out as a result of just a narrative unfolding and exploding and going just brilliantly. In terms of how it looks as well, it's excellent. There is rather nice, I say, the visual trick of putting the box out text with me there was brilliant. There's some great action sequences, including a bike ride through London. Fight sequences are absolutely fantastic. There is bullets flying and people getting thrown into things and over things and stabbed and hit and beaten. And it's really like fun and over the top, and that's fantastic. So what I wanted was over the top and fun and exciting. It's what you want to have a Hong Kong action movie. It absolutely is. But the core of it still seems to be that there's a mysterious thing going on, that there is more power in these secrets than we know about, and the conspiracies of how to find people trying to find them and people trying to stop them being found has created entire societies, and how they respond is also something which you just get shown. You don't get told it. You basically just experience what's going on through the comic book. Now, don't get me wrong, as much as I'm raving about this one right now, I might not actually turn too many people onto it. Like I said earlier, Boom's been putting out a lot at the moment, and it could be that there's some pushback now that they are just literally, because we could be throwing too much at the wall and seeing what sticks, especially when you've got like absolute top flight talent working at Boom at the moment. Tom Taylor might not be the name that anyone's going to jump on board with just yet, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this is going to be a good one. Not necessarily saying it's going to be the best, but it's going to be good. And I think if you're going to come back and keep getting it month after month, you're going to see why. But if for nothing else, make sure you pick up issue 1. I have thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm going to be grabbing issue 2 as well. Anyway, that's it from me. I'll be back maybe on Tuesday, maybe tomorrow, who knows. Bye!